Hey everyone, we're over here with the vendors and we're going to be taking a look and selling some cards and showing you best practices for when you're dealing with them. So I'm here with my buddy Adam, and he works for
Tales of Adventure, TOA, Magic, and they're based in Pennsylvania, an hour northwest of Philadelphia.
Generally, you just give them the binder, right? And they start going through it. They'll point at things that they want and tell you a price. And generally, I like to say, I'll pass or take it. Try to be respectful with everybody.
1.5.
You can take it.
Yeah, so pretty much you go back and forth.
Yeah.
50 cents.
One thing to remember is that when you're dealing with a vendor, you should stipulate that you want a cash or credit price before you get too far in.
Yeah, so different vendors do it slightly differently. So some vendors are like only cash or like straight. The cash and trade number is the same. But here at TOA we do a trade bump of 20%. Different vendors do different percents. It could be like 10, 15, 20, 30. So you want to know these things before you sit down. So because like all of a sudden like maybe they're offering like $1, but like it's actually like if you're doing 50%, it's like 1.5 in trade versus like 1.2 in trade if you're doing it with us.
And then some stores that do a higher percentage for credit will give you a lower overall.
Right, or their prices in the case are like adjusted, so it's like things just to be mindful of. Like if you know what you want to pay on the card, you can check the case out and then sit down for a trade. So that way you know like okay, like the price is like you're happy with, and then you can negotiate this end of the because it is a negotiation at the end of the day. These aren't like set in stone. Some cards there are wiggle room. Other ones it's like the price is the price because there's just so many of them. Like standard cards are pretty.
Sometimes they'll say, I'll give you 12 for that, and then can you go 15, 14, and sometimes they'll say, yes, and sometimes they'll be like, no, that's the price.
Or like if the vendor has a previous interaction, like a relationship with the customer, there's more wiggle room because you've done a lot of buying and selling before. 1.5. 1, 2. Let's see, 50 cents, 1.
And you can take that too. Check the condition on that first. Generally, you don't want to misrepresent anything. Just try to do things on the up and up and be clear when you're selling something that's in bad condition.
Yeah, likewise, like on at least when I'm buying cards, like if I notice the card's like super like late, I'll say like, this number is like not like a great number, but that's because of like this card is like just being transparent on like both ends is for the better buyer-seller interaction.
A lot of times the community is large, but it's not that large that we don't run into the same people over and over at this event.
Yeah, I often see the same players coming event to event. I could look those numbers up if you'd like.
Sure, yeah, check it out. So less common things vendors don't always know off the top of their heads. I'm happy to look at them.
It's like most standard stuff or modern stuff. Those numbers are pretty routine, very standard. The older stuff. Usually like Visual Unlimited and Alpha Beta stuff I usually check because it's not stuff you see every day. It's like 25 years old, so. And generally GP vendors want to do these deals as fast as possible. But right now we're like pretty slow at the end of the day on Sunday, so we're not pressed for time. But the better time to sell is probably when they're not busy, so you can at least negotiate a bit more.
I would say earlier on the day on Friday is the best deals that you're going to get because the vendors haven't filled up on the cards that they're looking for yet. Near the end of the day, they might not have cash or they might not have room to take back certain cards.
But yeah, the cash thing is actually a huge problem. Always sell your cards on Friday for sure.
Or Saturday.
Right, if you have time, because if vendors run out of cash late on Sunday, then you're not getting cash. You might have to just take credit like they're like sort of an online presence, or you just take trade in.
Yeah, let's see where we're at. Oh, I have one more item that you might be interested in buying it. But can you tell me about trying to sell something like this?
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, you have to find a very specific type of buyer, right?
So particularly with graded cards, it's one thing, it's good because you confirm the condition of the card and it's real and authentic. Not everybody wants them. It's a very particular buyer who wants to buy them. So we do have actually 2 graded cards in our showcase, but no one's even asked about them this weekend. It's better if you have Power, Black Lotus, the Moxes. If those are graded, that's really nice because people use that trying as an investment piece. So you can also try and deal with vendors who are specifically deal with this, the Black Magic Games. He deals exclusively with the old stuff.
Okay.
Or just you can always ask each vendor you go up to and be like, hey, you interested? They can usually will say no, but it doesn't hurt. Especially on this, you can ask us on. Yeah. So 3, 4, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18.
18, perfect.
So if that would be the cash number.
Okay.
So generally most vendors would just give you the straight up cash here, but
You got a cash right now?
oh no, we do have cash.
Okay.
But just to be give you both numbers, just say
Oh yeah, so I have it for reference.
So yeah, the cash number would be 18 and then 22 in trade.
Okay. Let me give you $2 and then we'll do cash.
Sounds great.
All right.